Well, we are back on the WBEX network, 681 Olneyville, Providence. Hi, everybody. Jim Kirk alongside Bobby Rossi, the bearded lady. And the match before the main event, Jason Devine versus the freaking Rican, Jose Perez. Now, in all seriousness, Wolf, your first RWA show was Dynasty. You saw Jose Perez in person, live. Your thoughts on him in that match and going up against Jason Devine, who is in our main event at Dynasty?
Well, Jose Perez is clearly a dominant veteran of the scene here in Rhode Island and throughout the New England area. However, that same night I saw Jason Devine wrestle one heck of a match with Mike Montero for the Triple Crown Championship. A match that outshone many of the others that night. And while you can never rule out Jason Devine, he is going to have one heck of a match here with Jose Perez.
And the Chop Shop is probably going to live true to its name here tonight.
Absolutely. It's going to be ringing.
I have literally seen children cry after Jose Perez chops a man in the ring.
As you might be able to hear from some of our members in the studio audience, folks, it is a preferred dish when Jose Perez shows up to the ring. He is going to be dishing out plenty of servings of chops here at the Chop Shop.
And there he is, the freaking Rican from South Providence, Rhode Island, Jose Perez. And he is ready to fight here tonight.
I think for Devil's Night, we have ourselves El Diablo in the building.
Well, that wasn't in my notes. It still doesn't mean it's going to be a good night for Jason Devine.
Absolutely not.
And Bobby, you've been around the wrestling scene longer than Wolfie over here and myself. Your thoughts on this matchup between Devine and El Diablo?
I think this is going to be a blast from the past, and Devine is in for the fight of his life tonight.
Steve Mosher in the throwback referee gear. The bell has sounded, and here we go. Sign of respect by Devine and El Diablo, Jose Perez. Nice takedown by Perez, the crafty Hall of Fame veteran. Both men lock up again. And Jose Perez now is taken down by Jason Devine. Nicely done.
Yeah, but Perez was up to his feet quicker than Devine.
Very true. Nice go behind a waist lock by Perez. Devine probably gives up, I'm going to say, a conservative 30 pounds to maybe 45 to Perez.
That's a safe bet. It's a solid range, I'd say.
And this crowd, normally picking Jason Devine's side, is clearly on Jose Perez's side tonight. Nice wrist lock by Jose Perez, keeping it close to the vest. Nice and snug. Devine trying to step through and bends down. Jose Perez gets cover. Nicely done by Jason Devine, trying to outthink the witty veteran.
Well, that was a smart move right there. I mean,
Perez
we all know
right to the
Jason
side
Devine's a
headlock.
little, shock wild, but...
We apologize for Davey Cash's girlfriend.
Now, Jason Devine trying to fight out of the side headlock. He does. Perez is off the ropes. A huge shoulder tackle. Devine knew that was coming in. A big arm drag. Nicely done. And now just a forearm. Nothing technical about that. Just a hard, stiff shot to the mush.
Oh, now we're in the corner. That's not a place you want to be with Jose Perez.
Here it comes. And Jason Devine ducked the chop. Oh, he didn't duck that one. Now Devine tries to light up Perez, and Perez is not having it. And what a shot!
Man.
Right to the chin. A right hand right to the chin by Jose Perez to Jason Devine. Right, a spinal tap right to the kick, right to the back of Jason Devine. Nice takedown. He saw that kick coming. Cover 1, 2. And Jose Perez, I think he tweaked his knee.
Well, Jason Devine has clearly done his homework tonight.
Sure has.
Irish whip, Perez into the corner. Jason Devine charges, and now being hung up on the top rope. And a neck breaker. Nicely done by Perez.
Cover.
1, 2, and a kick out. Jose Perez looks like he's done toying with Jason Devine. Scoop and slam off the ropes. A big leg drop. A low angle leg drop. Here's a cover. 1, 2.
If you notice, Perez has slowed down the pace of the matchup, whereas Devine is usually, his tendency is to keep things at a faster pace. Perez is in control.
Oh! God, I think Devine's nipple just flew out of the building. Ooh, another one. And Devine's laughing. This crazy SOB is laughing.
He is insanely talented. Maybe even insane, just to boot.
And he's chopping Perez back. Goes the Irish whip, the veteran, off the ropes, looking for the boot. Perez ducks under, and a big kick. There's a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Back on that chin lock again. Wearing Devine down. Keeping him off his feet. Keeping him stationary.
Now look at the leverage he has. Just torquing the neck of Jason Devine.
God, now he's making him hit himself. Those are shades of El Diablo. Known to be quite vicious, I would have, even though he donned the mask, tonight we're seeing a whole lot of Jose Perez in this ring. Technically sound, not too much a loose cannon, and not allowing Jason Devine to take the loss.
I think the veteran wants to teach a lesson here tonight.
I guess I'm eating my words.
Irish whip. Off goes Jason Devine. He goes up and over. Goes for a sunset flip. He gets it. Perez rolled through and Devine catches him. Nicely done. Here's a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jose Perez. Devine just 1 second away.
Hey, Rob, really quick while it's on my mind. We've got a lot of happenings that have happened here. We got to get to work on the next issue, huh?
No kidding. That'll be available at Thanksgiving Throwdown. And we will have a breakdown, hopefully, of Thanksgiving Throwdown, the WBEX exclusive. Details to come later on that. But back to live action. Jason Devine nailed a beautiful drop kick to Jose Perez.
Looks like he took a good brunt of that fall, though, as he's slow to get to the cover.
2 and a kick out by Perez.
That's the thing with a high-risk maneuver. Every time you go to get some elevation or make some, heavy impact, you're definitely putting yourself at risk and potentially taking yourself out of the match for a good, vital 3-4 seconds.
And like you said, there is a lot of risk and reward with a lot of the stuff that Jason Devine does. But the problem here is, especially going against Jose Perez, there's a lot more risk than there is reward with anything he's doing.
Perez just connecting with those powerful right hands to Jason Devine.
At some point, it becomes more about survival and less about winning the match.
Now the atomic drop off the ropes, going for a clothesline. Devine ducks. He tries to shoot a clothesline. Both men tie each other up.
Well,
And both men are down.
As you saw, Jose Perez was working the lower midsection of Jason Devine. You know, both the atomic and inverted atomic drop there. And if you notice, Devine was really weary coming off of those ropes, almost taking the legs out of him entirely. Veteran catching his breath here, regaining his composure. Looks as if he's going to put this one away.
Perez going back to the chops, and Devine shoots a forearm. Another chop by Perez and a forearm by Devine. And forearm by Perez, back and forth. Nice stuck under by Devine, but he goes right into that big. Oh, what a driver! Here's a cover. 1, 2, and Jason Devine kicked out of a modified Michinoku driver. That shows some sheer intensity by Jason Devine.
I'll tell you, I just have to bring it back to those chops. That is one of the best chops that I've seen in a long time, and it can't feel good. And Bobby, I know that you've been on the receiving end of that chop yourself, so you can tell more than any of us what those feel like.
Speaking of the chops, Jason Devine is busted open because of the chops, right down the center of his chest. And what a kick by Jose Perez. He's got him up on the shoulders. Drop Jason Devine, he tries to run through. Perez catches the boot. And Devine takes down Perez. Perez looks hurt, right in the solar plexus, that boot met from Jason Devine.
Devine's big boot driver must have been thrown with every ounce of energy he had left, as he is just now making his way towards Perez. I'm not quite sure what his mode of attack is going to be, as both members are on their feet.
Oh, what? What a suplex. Perez and Devine follows it up.
His fucking pants!
Jason Devine literally out of his pants after taking down Jose Perez.
Perez and Devine getting back to a vertical base. This crowd's totally into it. Runs at Perez, does Devine.
Roll up, we got to cover. 1, 2, 3. Jason Devine beat Jose Perez. Wait a minute, who got the win? Was Devine over Perez, or was Perez over Devine?
I believe Devine was over Perez. That's what I saw.
I don't believe it. Jason Devine just beat a Hall of Famer.
That's a heck of a win for Devine.
He can't believe it. History has been made at the Chop Shop. Wow. There are few people in the Renegade Wrestling Alliance that have ever been able to go toe-to-toe with Jose Perez. I have never seen anybody score a pinfall victory over this man. What a moment. Listen to this crowd.
More chops.
No, there's no watch out. This old guy's done already. A little shot put on the line. Let's get out of First, I want to say thank you to you. I asked for this match for you. Because I see something to say. Not sure what I was paying, but. Easy access. I want to thank T for letting me have this match. Some know, some might not know, as he recorded up for this match. This is my last match here at RWA. For good reasons. This is also one of the last 3 matches I'll ever have. After 20 years, my back has said, you're done.
We will miss you. We will miss you. We will miss you. We will.
I asked for this match not just for fun. I asked it because, like I broke my mask off tonight, because this is where I started. I was wearing a mask for 6 years of my career. And I started an organization around at the RWA. And I find some similarities here in the RWA with them, where they didn't care what anybody else said. They did what they had to do to have fun and get their point across.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of good talent here that are not getting the respect that they deserve. A lot. Jason, you're one of them. I feel you deserve a lot more credit than you actually get. Amen. Yeah. Renegade freak. You're awesome. I'm happy if I can see you back in the ring and do what you love. Even though if it was back, it wasn't pretty. I'm glad you took your time to do what you're supposed to do. If you workers here in the back, on the front here, man, listen, just respect the business. This business is falling to shit, like bad. And it starts here. It starts in the independents. Respect each other, respect the business, respect the fans. But most importantly, you guys, respect yourselves. You know what? Respect is earned. You can't make anybody give you respect. You have to earn respect. When you start losing on this business, man, it's hard for you to get it anywhere. And somebody else in the back there, it's a long time friend of mine, and somebody that will gladly lay down to at any time, Mr. Dave Cole. Way back. He's one of very few people in this business they call a true brother. Always respectful, always humble, always willing to help out in any way. And that's rare in this business. Because there are so many scumbags in here believe. So many backsliders. So guys, just respect yourself, man. Live up to what this business expects of you. Because until then, we're not going to make any changes at all. And last but not least, something I need to say this, but I won't have a chance before I stop. JT done somebody that I've never bashed or any way possible in his wrestling ability. 2 years ago, we had our own little personal league outside the business that I'm glad to say we squashed. He goes under the name The Savior, and by seeing his little seminar today and watching his practice on the internet and things of that nature, that is what's going to make you a savior, brother. It's the legacy and the mindset you leave the young guys behind you with. Those are the ones that are going to remember you and care about you when it's time to pack it up. So if you're going to use that monument, use it to the fullest. Train the guys, show the guys, respect the guys, and teach them what is valuable. And that is respect in this business. I'm not going to gentlemen, ladies, and young kids and all. I'm going to change and probably love drink. Yeah! Thank you, brother. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to prepare yourself for what is probably going to be the fucking match of the night. Right now, I'm not going to go because you know what? They don't need it, let's do it on their own.
Ladies and gents, that's what we do here at the RWA Chop Shop. We have been known to have been bridging the gap between the many factions here of the independent wrestling scene throughout Rhode Island and southern Massachusetts. We honor our veterans. We pay respects to them. And Jose, I haven't known you very long, but the short time I have known you, you've been a stand-up guy to me, and you've always shown class. So thank you, and best wishes moving forward, man.
We'll be right back.